So good. They make such a good breakfast item, just like this. Okay. It's really easy. It's delicious. And it's like that comfort, nostalgia. There's no compromise. It's just delicious. That's the way to do it. All right, this is tempeh. It's a nice sized block. It's 200 grams. So this is gonna be an experiment that I think we'll like. For ease of not making a mess, I just use a parchment lined paper here. It just helps with easy cleanup and moving around. No special thing. Gonna grate it pretty quick. When I get down to this, I'm just gonna chop it up or pick it apart, pull it apart. No big deal. A bowl. I'm just gonna add tempeh right to the bowl. Let's see. Next up, I have a couple potatoes. I'm gonna start with just doing 2 and we'll see if that gets us there. Okay, I'm gonna do 3. 3. Potatoes. In with the tempeh. So we got this. Potatoes and tempeh, shredded. All right, since this is the first time I'm actually making this recipe, I just thought to do something different, something I want to try. But I'm gonna add a leek. So 1 leek. I'll clean this quick. So I'm just gonna take off 1 layer. And then for this one, half, half, half. And then really thin. Thin as you can get them. And this is going to go right into here.
Calling all units A211 at 675 Main. Backup needed.
To a medium-high heat for now. We have the skillet going. A little bit of smoked paprika, probably a granulated garlic. It's probably about half a teaspoon. All right, maybe 3/4. I have some rubbed sage here. I'm just gonna about that much. Teaspoon. I might add a little bit more. There you go. Granulated onion. Probably a good 3/4 of a teaspoon. Next, I have some cornstarch. A teaspoon of this, and this is just gonna help bind it together a little bit. All right, maybe just a teaspoon and a half. I like black pepper, so this is probably roughly a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. And then last but not least, flake salt. Now I do apologize because I don't really use measurements when I'm actually cooking, so it's really hard for me to do that. I determine the recipe after I do this video. So I know a lot of you guys are asking for like specifics, but honestly, cooking is really about kind of just developing your own sense of flavors. I know those 3 taste amazing together. Salt and pepper pretty much go great on everything. You can keep your sodium down, salt down, just don't add as much as I do. I know I get a few comments of like how much salt I might add, but this is flake salt. It's not the iodized salt. If you use that little iodized salt, it's gonna be way too salty. But this stuff, especially if it's like crystallized sea salt or anything, they're just big, huge crystals. You know, they're massive. Some of these things are mega. So just saying, any kitchen I ever worked in, we never used measurements. So I didn't learn that way. And it's hard for me to write recipes until now. My hands are clean. Mix this up really well. I wanna make sure that tempeh is all in throughout it. The leeks are throughout it. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil just to coat the bottom of the pan. All of it. Spatula, I'm just gonna press it down. Crimp the edges so the edges are in, not so much stuck on the pan. You can see it's on a very medium to low heat. I'm gonna cook this down for a little bit. So the oven is preheated, 200 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's starting to bind together. I can feel it binding. Familiar with following me and how I do 2 cast iron pans? A little helpful bit right here if you want to make sure it's even. And that's just gonna make sure it's all pressing and cooking even. Everything's pushing down. Just a little bit of pressure can save this for after. All right, can you see it moving? It's not sticking to the pan at all, so that's good. And there's steam pockets coming up through the middle of each one. And again, you know, low heat, slowly cooking it on here. This part's a little bit tricky, so watch. Take this plate, slide it in like that. It fits here perfectly. Now this is where you just gotta be a little bit careful, yeah? It's beautiful. Turn the heat back on a little bit, still on low heat. Add a little bit more oil. This is a olive oil blend. It's already hot. And pop it in the oven. This pan is heavy. Siri, sweetheart, darling, wondrous wizard, please set the timer for 10 minutes. All right, so I have 10 minutes. I have another cast iron pan. I'm just doing this the way I do it. If you don't have all the pots and pans, you can do it in sections. You can do this potato separate time, ahead of time, but this is just what I'm working on here. Heating that pan up again on low, medium heat. I have a 400 gram block of tofu. I just emptied the water, but I'm gonna squeeze that out quickly. 2 hands. This seems to be a weird block of tofu. Sometimes they're all weird shapes, but I'm gonna do my best to cut this 2 halves down the middle, and then 4. I'm just gonna add the tofu. All right, next up I have 4 English muffins. I'm just gonna split these because they don't come split. Oh, you son of a... Ugh. I hate when that happens. This one's a crappy one. I'll have to eat this one. Tofu's looking good. I'm just gonna flip them over. Oh my God. So I'm gonna season these up with a little bit of the Egg-Spired, the nutritional yeast seasoning. I'll link that video below. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. Full disclosure, I already added it. I didn't turn the camera on, so now I'm just playing. I added seasonings to both sides, and then I flipped it. Gonna add a little bit more to show, and then you're just gonna cook that for another minute, but these are done. I'm gonna add them to this plate. This pan is still hot. I'm gonna add a little bit more plant-based butter here, just to get all those seasonings up. The grilled English muffin, we'll grill them all. So if you want to be healthier, don't add as much butter, don't add any oil, do it whatever way you want. But the way I learned how to cook at a dirty breakfast joints, you know, standing over a griddle, which I did for years, I'm gonna do it the way that I know it tastes good. So you eat that crap from McDonald's or wherever, it's all just junk, and guaranteed this is still healthier, even with me adding plant-based butter or oil, whatever, it's still healthier. Look at how beautifully toasted that is, perfect. I'm just gonna lay them on the pan right here and do the same thing for the other 2. And if you need more butter, add more butter. If you don't, awesome. This one needs a little bit more. Just starting to smoke in here, so I want to get this done before my alarm goes off. You could just toast them if you have a toaster. I do not have a toaster. This one's broken, so I got to be careful with this. Ow. Shut this heat off and let them sit here for a minute. I know I got to check on that potato. That looks beautiful, but I want to make sure it's done, so I got to look on the bottom with the towel. Oh, and it looks freaking amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. Still pop it in the oven for another 5 minutes. I added all the buns here. I'm going to rinse this out. Okay, that's rinsed out. A little bit of oil. Make sure you rub it out at the bottom. Ready for the next time. You can add whatever you want on top of them, whether you want some shaved onion, some vegan cheese. For me, I'm gonna add a little bit of sriracha here, just a little bit. If you like hot sauce or whatever you want, you could add vegan mayonnaise, mustard, whatever you want to add. Ketchup, I do not do ketchup, so. Some vegan cheese, and the brand I use here in the UK, you know, there's only a couple brands of slice, so there's either Violife or Applewood. So this is Applewood smoked cheese, I like the smoked. And Frankie is out on a walk and a play date. That's why I can get away with adding cheese to this right now, but I'll save her some. And for all you purists who want to give a shit about adding cheese, don't add it, just don't. And you can actually keep your mouth shut. I'm just gonna add the covers, the top. This one's broken, I just have to be aware of that. Spread them out a little bit. See, before it goes in the oven, I do like to cook them a little bit, melt the cheese a bit before I do wrap them. 5 minutes. And I have one more thing. Just last night and I didn't make it, so I'm gonna make it right now. I had a bunch of Cavello kale, dino kale, the really dark green kale. And I just picked the stems off, and it's in this little bucket here. It's in the bowl. It's not the bucket. I have 2 cloves of garlic, quick peel, quick chop, just a quick one. You can do this ahead, you can grate it if you want, if it's easier, whatever's easier for you. But you know, the more you cut and the more you chop, the better you're gonna get, the faster you'll get, the easier it becomes. As long as you're always careful in the beginning. Just always be careful with knives. Just gonna leave that right here. And then I have a 1 chili pepper, shave that really thin. Quick before I finish that, pull these out. Done. Melted. Let me set them aside for a second. Potato, I'm gonna leave in there for another minute. Kale, boiling water. And I've done this before. It's the whole add boiling water to greens, and I just wanna wilt these quickly, and it makes the green just pop. It just pops. It's amazing. And heavens to bits, watch this. Don't go screaming, oh my God, look at that water go down the drain. Sorry. All those kale nutrients for you purists out there giving me shit about draining the water. Give me a break. All right, next, cranking that heat up. It's a cast iron pan, it's still warm from before, so it should only take a minute. I'm gonna take the potatoes out, they're done. I'm just gonna set these aside. Touch of olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. A little bit of salt. Now I know it's hot. Add the chili and garlic right to the top. I love that popping sound. Love it, sounds so good. So while that's doing that, I have a cover. I'm gonna add a little black pepper. Just a pinch more salt because I added salt already in the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna do the Jiffy Pop. I'm just gonna saute these for like 2 minutes. And this will be the nice greens part. Watch the chili and garlic smell. Dying. Okay. Quick rinse. Again, a little bit of oil, towel. Using cast iron is super, super simple, easy. It's gorgeous. Stop the presses. Who's here? Oh, you gorgeous girl. I saved you a piece. Give me a kiss first. How was your walk? Sit. How was the walk? How was the walk? Was it good? Was it good? Oh, it's so good. Here's 1. Oh, here's 2. Here's 3, 4. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I love you. You're just looking at the food. You don't even care about me. Good girl. 2. 3 of these for the next couple days, or, you know, if I just decide to pig out, I'll eat them all in 2 days. Awesome. Looks amazing. And I have some vegan yogurt. Gonna add that to the top of the potato cake. I think that'll be nice. Look at that. Nice, not a bad little experiment. Finally, I can eat. I love garlic chili greens. I just love how juicy and chewy and meaty. It's just such a satisfying and so delicious with the garlic and the chili. It's got that little pop of heat. I think bird's eye chilies are probably one of the best. Them along with like jalapenos, where they're not overly hot, but they definitely have a spice, a kick. Really, really good. A little bit of that yogurt on there. Wow, really good. I forgot I had put tempeh in there. But with the spices and blends, you would never know that there's tempeh in there. I mean, I just literally forgot. It's really freaking good. Just a delicious potato pancake that's packed with protein and fiber. Gut healthy. Okay, now for the sandwich. Delish. I love these things. And you can bet this isn't the first time I've done a version of these, and it's not gonna be the last, because I legit eat them all the time. And if I have guests over, It's one of the things I make common. You can make it so it's not breakfasty. You can make it so it's more lunch or dinner or just easy. But you pop out 4 or 5 of these at a time, put them in the fridge like I did, and then you have a meal for later. Super, super simple and protein for those concerned. But more important to me, you know, I used to like sausage, egg, and cheese. Dunkin' Donuts would sell them. I used to like that, and I had my fair share. And this just brings me right back there. There's no compromise. It's just delicious. And no, it's not an animal. It's all the better. And I'm just gonna eat that, the whole thing, right there. Yum. That's the way to do it. Honestly, it's so delicious. It's just so comforting and so delicious, and how else to say it? Other than stuffing my face on camera to prove I'm not taking these little dainty bites. It's freaking amazing. And when I get it in the van, I know I'm gonna be making these a lot. Good girl, Frankie. You're so good. Oh. You're so big. If you like these videos, check out these ones over here. And we got more coming out. And I know these are weird times, it seems like, but just remember, every single time is a weird time. We'll all plow through it. We'll all be okay, especially if we're nice to each other and kind. And I appreciate you very much. So does Frankie. All right. See you soon.